Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing the best Dollar Tree solar light hacks, tricks, and tips. And if you are new here, I would love to have you join us by subscribing down below. We're going to get started with one of my favorite new finds from Dollar Tree this year, and it is this solar light. So you guys might remember I did share this one in my Dollar Tree shop with me. When I was checking out the aisle at Dollar Tree, this one kind of stood out because it was in a box instead of just being displayed on the shelf, and the picture looked so beautiful, but I wanted to try it out before I gave you guys the full report, and I have to tell you, I am so happy with it. They look beautiful. So you get the little mini lantern in the box as well as all the pieces to create the shepherd's hook, and everything does come together in a set for $1.25 each. So you just snap the pieces together, add your solar light, and let it charge in the sun. Something I really like about this one is that it does give off a beautiful warm glow, and it does have fairy lights on the inside, so it looks really magical. Here are mine. I added a few to my front walk, and this is right at twilight when the sun was starting to set. They turned on and they just looked so pretty, and here they are when it got a little bit darker outside, but really nice. Now for these ones here, I wanted to create kind of a solar tiki torch. That was the idea I had in mind. So these ones here actually charge and they give off a faux flame effect. So for this DIY, we're going to grab some solar lights as well as 2 of these pole handles, and you can find these in the cleaning area at Dollar Tree. So this bottom part here is pretty fixed in, you can't really get it out. So that is going to be the part that we're going to add into the dirt to create our pole. This part up top though does just pop right off. You want to give it a little twist and it comes off pretty easily. So now that we have this hole up top, the solar light is actually going to fit into that hole perfectly. I would suggest adding the pole to the ground first and then just sliding your solar light on top. And it is that simple. It's a really easy way to make some beautiful solar powered tiki torches that are going to light up your backyard. So here are mine. I just added a few to my patio. I'm actually going to head back to Dollar Tree to pick up a few more of these because I love the way they look. They are super bright orange. They look just like a flame from far away, and they even flicker, which is just so nice at nighttime. For this next DIY, I wanted to create something that was going to be really fun for those summer barbecues. I'm going to be using 2 of their regular solar lights as well as these 2 drink holders. So I picked up the flamingo as well as the pineapple. I thought that these would be really fun for a summer barbecue, and they would be perfect for when the sun starts to set. So to get started, I'm just going to take the cap off, and then I want to remove the straw from the cap, and I want to save these leaves here. I'm going to be adding these to the top of my solar light. Now for those solar lights, I'm just going to pull them off the stick and insert them into the mouth of my drink holder. And I'm going to do the same thing with my flamingo. These solar lights honestly fit very well into these drink holders, so I'm not even going to be adding any glue. You could if you want to, but I think that just inserting it will work perfectly fine. So now for the next step, I want to add the leaves back onto the top of the solar light. I want to be careful not to block the top of it because I do want this to be able to charge in the sun. So I'm just going to fold my leaves in half and then hot glue them. And then I'm going to add a little bit more hot glue and just glue it to the side. That way we still get the look of the pineapple. We can see the green leaves going around, but the top of the solar light is still fully able to charge in the sun. These drink containers are pretty thin, so the plastic does not block the light from coming through. You're going to see it. I did charge it in the sun, and I'm going to show you what it looks like at nighttime, but you would be surprised how bright these actually are. So here's our pineapple when it is all finished, and you can see that top is still fully able to charge in the sun. And I'm just going to repeat those same steps for the flamingo. I did want to mention, if you feel like this needs a little bit of weight so it doesn't topple over, just add a few of these glass marbles from Dollar Tree to the bottom before you insert the solar light. That way it just has some weight to it in case you feel like it might topple over on a table. So now I'm just going to glue those feathers onto my flamingo, and then I'm going to set these outside to charge in the sun for a few hours. Definitely plan on putting these out for my next summer barbecue. That way they can charge up in the sun during the day. And then when it starts to get a little bit darker and the sun starts to set, these are just going to light up. So here you can see the pineapple. It is still very bright, even though that light is shining through the plastic. And I just think that the flamingo is so fun. I love pink and I love flamingos for summertime. This is just a really simple and fun way to add some unique lighting outside for your backyard barbecue. And here is a close-up of the pineapple when it was getting really dark out, and you can see how much it really does glow. We are going to be moving on with our next DIY with this glass that I found in the Nautical area at Dollar Tree. Be sure to check it out. They have a lot of different ones that will work for this DIY. I picked this one here because of that pebbled surface. It's going to make the light look really beautiful and a little bit diffused. You also want to grab this solar light here. It's going to fit the top of this perfectly. All you have to do is just wiggle it off that base and you can put it right on top. It really is amazing how well these two fit together. I like to secure mine in place with some glue. That is optional, but E6000 works great for this, especially if you're going to be letting this stay outside in the rain. You do want to be sure to glue it in place. And here is how it looks on my patio. I think it looks so pretty, but of course it looks even better at night. So here it is. It lets off quite a bit of light and mostly it just looks really nice outside. So be sure to give this one a try. It is probably the easiest, but definitely one of my favorites. So for this next hack, you want to grab this plastic vase, and I found this one in their floral department. They've had this one for a while, so hopefully it is easy to find. Now I do love the shape, but not the color, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my favorite matte white spray paint and go ahead and give it 2 coats. So here is my new vase. Next, you want to grab this solar light from Dollar Tree. Now they do have it either in black or silver. I thought silver would look better for this DIY. So first, I'm going to go ahead and just peel off that sticker. Luckily, it did come off really easily. And now you just want to put it into your vase. You can kind of push it in place or you can glue it. Either one will work. Now you're going to need one of the clear plastic bowls from Dollar Tree. Find these in their party supply area, and this is the one that I picked because it looks the most like a lampshade. So if you haven't guessed, that is what we are creating, a outdoor lamp. So to secure it onto my solar light, I just put a little bit of hot glue. You don't want to cover up the solar light panel there, so just put some glue to the side. That way it can still charge up in the sun. And this is our little lamp. It is so adorable in my opinion. I think it looks really nice just like this, but of course I am going to take it outside, charge it up so I can show it to you. So this is my patio here, and I thought it would be really nice on this table, and I did charge it all day, and this is how it looks at night. I think that clear lampshade gives it such a unique look, and it's a really fun and different way to light up an outdoor area. But best of all, this one is so cute. It looks great during the daytime too, so you can just leave it out for some decor. Next, we're going to grab a mason jar from the kitchen area at Dollar Tree. Any of their mason jars will do, but you also want to grab this hanging lid. They usually have these in the same area. So first, we're just going to go ahead and remove the top. I chose this mason jar because I like the design on the sides. Next, you want to grab some of these glass pebbles. So Dollar Tree had a bunch to choose from. They had these in their floral area. They had clear, some blue ones, or green, but I went ahead and picked up the variety pack. So now you just want to add your glass pebbles to the jar. Once those are in place, you can get the hanging lid and just secure that on. Again, any of these mason jars will fit this lid, but I just picked this one because of the fun design. So now we want to go ahead and grab our solar light, and this solar light here is going to fit perfectly onto this jar. And I did go ahead and grab the black one, that way it would match our lid. So all you have to do is just wiggle it off and then place it on top. Again, you can just leave it like this, but I do like to secure mine in place. E6000 will work great for this, but you can also do some hot glue. If this is going to be out in the elements, I probably would do a stronger glue than just hot glue. So something like E6000 or the liquid Gorilla Glue would be perfect for that. So here is our hanging mason jar, and of course we do want to take it outside, let it charge. I put mine on this shepherd's hook just to let it charge, but then I thought that it looked really great at nighttime over here. This corner of my backyard is pretty dark, so it is nice to have a little bit of light over here, but also it just looks so pretty with the light reflecting off of those glass pebbles. For this next solar light hack, you want to go ahead and grab one of the glass vases from Dollar Tree. You're also going to need some more of those glass gemstones. Any color will work for this, but I went ahead and just got the clear ones, and you will need 2 bags for this DIY. So all you want to do is just open up those bags, take all of the gems out, and start to hot glue them to your vase. This did take a little bit of time, so I put it in super speed here just to show you a little bit of the process. So be sure to put on a fun movie while you're doing this one. I did just use hot glue for my vase, but I would suggest using a stronger glue if you want it to be extra sturdy. You can use hot glue in combination with something like E6000 or the liquid Gorilla Glue just to get a really strong hold. So here I am just coming up to my top layer, and this is my vase when I was completely done. So now you want to go ahead and just grab one of the solar lights at Dollar Tree. I'm going to be showing you 2 different options. One is this more modern solar light, and it is great for something like this because once you remove the stake on the bottom, it does have a flat bottom. So it's going to sit really nicely inside of the vase. But option number 2 is this more traditional solar light, and the reason I like this one is because it's going to give off a really beautiful pattern because of the design on the top of the solar light. So when we take this outside, I am going to be showing you both options so you can kind of see the different effects, but both of these will absolutely work for this DIY. And the added bonus with this one is if you don't want to use it for a solar light display, you can absolutely just use this vase to display some flowers, and I think it's really beautiful. So here is option number 1. This is that more modern solar light. It gives off a really good amount of light, and I think it looks so pretty. I did want to mention that this more modern solar light does have more of that blue light tint to it, so kind of that more traditional LED light. Where the other one, even though it is also LED, it does have a warmer glow to it. So this is option number 2. I'm going to go ahead and place it into the vase, and you will see immediately the difference. So this one does also give off quite a bit of light, but you really see that fun pattern on the bottom of it. Now there actually is a third option, and that is to take out this one and just flip it upside down. Now of course you can't charge it like this. You would want to charge it with the solar panel facing up, but you do have the option of putting it face down in the vase, and that will give you even more light. So for this next DIY, we're going to be using that same solar light, and I'm going to be picking up 2 of them in the silver color. You also want to grab 2 of these vases. So Dollar Tree has had these for quite some time now, and they do have them in a bunch of colors. So I went ahead and just picked up the pink. Again, you just want to wiggle off that bottom stick, and then you can place your solar light onto your vase. And these fit together perfectly. I was actually kind of surprised how well they do fit together, but you can secure these in place, of course, with some glue like E6000 or even hot glue. But if you're not really worried about them getting knocked over and you just want to do this for a party, I would say skip the glue and just place them right on top. The light is not going to fall off. It's pretty secure with the solar light kind of fitting really nicely into the neck of the bottle. So this is a great hack for a party to really add some vibrant color to your table. So I am going to go ahead and show you them outside, but I just wanted to show you them right here in the daylight. That way you can see how pretty they are. They kind of just look like a really fancy bottle, but these would be great for a nighttime party. And that is everything for today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed these Dollar Tree solar light hacks and DIYs. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. It just lets YouTube know that you guys are enjoying the content, and I would love it if you could share it with a friend. You guys will have to let me know down below which of these DIYs you are going to try this summer. Thank you so much for watching. To subscribe to my channel, you can just click on my picture right here.